Call this meeting to order. Determine the quorum present. Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We do have a quorum. If y'all will please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Garcia, if you don't mind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank y'all. Approving, item 5, approving and amending the following minutes. When you say amending, there was no listed the dates, so we're good.
Motion to approve.
I will second that, Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. Any questions?
Judge, point of order, is it for the October 31st or the November 5th minutes?
It would be for both.
For both.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Motion is for both October 31st and November 5th. Motion was given by Commissioner Flores, seconded by Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Citizens' comments? I had none. I had no papers for citizens' comments. Item 7, discussion possible action to approve the treasurer's report. We do have one in our packet.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Second, Judge.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. There, when you look at the fund balance, it was 12 million and change, but there's still encumbrances and stuff in there that probably are still going to come out. So don't get too excited about the $12 million balance. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on approving 2 members to Valverde County Historical Commission. We put the commission back together. The court had last year, and these are 2 members that they would like to add, Ms. Benson and Galvan. Those are the 2 names that they gave to us to be approved by the court. That way they can begin to serve on the Historical Commission. Any questions?
Judge, I have a question. The members, it no matter what precinct they come from or?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay, no, just a question.
What they have is, when we first got started, they had a bunch of members, and then it started thinning out, and they want to appoint 2 more members. They asked for individuals from the committee that are actually active, and it doesn't matter what precinct they're
I'll
from.
make a motion to approve, Judge, both people to the Historical Commission, Valverde County.
I'll second.
Barbara, oh, I'm sorry.
It's Barbara Benson and Barbara Galvan. Bertha Benson.
Bertha Faye Benson and Barbara Galvan.
Did you get that? Sorry about that. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on children's shelter. We had a meeting trying to give you all an update. CASA, Belong, CPS, their police department, sheriff's office, district attorney, county attorney. Did I miss anybody? I think that's pretty much it. BCFS was not present, but they did send, so sorry, but they were going through an audit or other things, but they wanted to be there but weren't. One of the things we talked about, I thought that at the very beginning we'd be opening up for shelter. I thought long term, but that's not what we need right now. And so it would be an emergency shelter. The amount of rooms that we'd be looking at are somewhere probably 8 to 12 rooms. That would be bedrooms with its own bathroom. That would be able to house the 3 or 4 kids in a room. Okay. There was an age group given out that a cap, but one of the main things that came out of this is that I don't have enough information. We are going to have to go and ask the court for the licensing procedures, which we're already in the process of doing that, and then we'll bring it back to the court. What did come out of it is that it would be an emergency shelter, which you could house individuals for up to 90 days. There would be a cap, is what the group recommended on age. what that cap is, that still remains to be determined and brought back to the court. We will have another meeting, and as soon as we come back with some of the licensing procedures from the state. And the reason that we were looking into that, because there will be funds available, it looks like, if we get licensed versus just trying to go out and build it. Okay. Any questions on that? None? What we can do, maybe the next go around, when we have a meeting, I hate to have a quorum, but maybe invite one of the commissioners and then sort of stagger it. That way they get to hear from the individuals that are there. All right, and then with no particular order, I'll start with one and then just sort of work our way down if y'all are okay with that. All right? Okay. Item 10, discussion possible action on ongoing projects to include Vega Verde, San Felipe Pastures, Comstock. They're all listed there. Vega Verde project, that design has been already put out. It's been put out for bid, and we're waiting on bids to come back on the actual materials, because the water line and all the fittings and stuff will be installed by the commissioner of precinct 4. Is that correct? No?
Well,
Part of it?
yeah, I'd like to hire some, part-time help to help.
Okay.
Yeah. We had talked about that the last time, but I think there was money available. Maybe to hire a couple of part-timers to help out with this water extension.
And I think when we get our bids back, will give us a better idea of how much money is left over.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Real quick, was Ms. West coming? She wasn't.
She's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me do this. Let's skip 10 and we'll come back to it. That way y'all don't have to sit here through the meeting, Ms. West. Are y'all okay with that? All right, we're gonna go to item 20. Discussion possible action requesting Commissioners Court approval of the resolution for the border prosecution
Motion to
unit grant.
approve, Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores.
I will second that, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. Did you want to say a few words on that?
Not on that, Judge.
We're good? Okay.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 21, discussion possible action requesting Commissioners Court approval of
Motion to
a
approve.
annual sexual assault response. Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner
Second,
Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. Yes, ma'am.
Could I have other people come up and introduce themselves? Whoever wants to come up, please come. I want to recognize everybody. So I just wanted to take a moment. I know you guys have a huge agenda, but this is kind of a rah-rah moment for us. The START team has done an incredible amount of work this past year and the past couple years to put some things in place. So I want to let everybody introduce themselves and their agencies. Susanna West, District Attorney.
Tiffany Anderson, the Laughlin Air Force Base SARC.
Mary Gibson, Laughlin Air Force Base, Sanford, VA.
Debbie Garcia, District Attorney's Office, Victim Advocate.
Claudia Lopez Cruz on BCFS, Victim Advocate for Sexual Assault DV.
Denisa Garcia, Winter Garden Women's Shelter, and I'm an outreach specialist as well as a sexual assault advocate.
So what you guys will see in the email I sent you and in some of your backgrounds is a ton of acronyms and things, and it's hard to keep straight who all is involved. But please know that the court, your local law enforcement, the hospital, my office, the county attorney's office, and all of our advocates worked really hard to get this report together. Please also know this is adult cases, so that confuses people a lot. The numbers, if you were looking at child cases, would be very different. So adult cases not as high as the child cases. The takeaway from the report that we're required to submit every 2 years is that because of our geography, we just have limited resources to mental health treatment, to physical treatment, and the hospital has been a fantastic team member in trying to put together a plan A, which is to take our survivors to the hospital, and plan B, which ends up almost always being what we have to do because it's really hard to keep the same nurses rolling out here. So I send you an email. You guys know how I am. If you want to come talk to me, I'll talk your ear off about this for a couple of hours. Please ask me whatever questions you want. This is a fantastic program. This group of people right here met multiple times. The statute requires that we meet quarterly, but this group met and others, law enforcement, met multiple times to put together this report so that we can show the state. And they're the ones that are looking at our grants and basically sending resources our way. I feel like we won't get improved resources from the state until we show them we make good use of what you send us and we need more. Please assist us in these areas. So I just want to really and truly thank everybody that's standing up here for the fantastic work that they do for our sexual assault survivors. Thank you all for the resources, and reiterate any questions that you guys have. I'm happy to sit down and talk through the report with you, or the TASA requirements. The Commissioners Court is required to take that report and submit it to the state by February 1st. And so I'm sure Judge Owen's office will reach out to me and we can help you guys. There's a, in the governor's office, we'll figure out who you guys send that to.
I look backwards, that way she makes sure that
There
she
we go.
reminds
She's
me.
nodding her head at me, so I'm sure we'll be talking. Okay, thank you.
And thank y'all so much for everything y'all do. Thank y'all. Yeah. Would it be okay if we had a picture with y'all?
Oh, that would be great.
Okay.
I know the last time I said that, can y'all get a picture, and it's like, wait a minute.
Do you want to go behind the table?
Commissioner Woods already made a motion. Keep your motion to accept, to approve it.
Come on. Now get in the middle. Somewhere in the middle.
If I could get you to come up in front.
You're short and beautiful.
Let's see.
She carried me.
Okay, that's great. Everybody over here, big smiles. 1, 2, 3, one more. Hang on. Got a couple more here. There we go, great, thank you. Thank you.
You too.
We've not taken a vote on it. I had a motion, Commissioner Flores, and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor of item 21?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right. Thank you, Ms. West. Go back to item 10, Vega Verde. It's been put out for bid. The design's been done, put out for bid. We'll wait for the estimates to come back on the supplies, and then if there's funds left over, will be brought back to the court for further instructions.
When is the deadline,
For the bid opening, it's
Yes.
gonna be December the 2nd for all three projects, for the Colonia projects, the Comstock, Vega Verde, and San Felipe Booster Station is the same bid opening, December the 2nd.
And that will be for Vega Verde, San Felipe Pastures, and Comstock Storage.
Correct.
San Felipe Pastures, the pump station or booster station, we met with them last week. There were some changes that needed to be done on the electrical, so we set aside some money for the electrical. That way the individuals, or anybody that was gonna bid, would be able to bid. There was a couple of questions I think that were already answered.
Yes,
Again,
the deadline for the questions was yesterday, Judge, and we have until tomorrow at 4:30 to answer those questions, and it's the same bid opening on December the 2nd.
so, December 2nd, the next meeting, it'll be put on the next meeting, is that
Correct.
right? Okay. The Comstock water storage Comstock water storage tank, we had bid out, we'd looked at a 44,000 gallon tank, then we went to a 62,000 gallon tank. In the meeting that we sat in, it was just a 62,000 gallon tank, and then after visiting with, Mr. Garcia asked if we'd call, Mr. Bilodeau, right? Bill? Zuberbeeler, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't write it down, my fault. Mr. Zuberbeeler, I did call him, and he asked if we could bid out a 44,000 gallon tank also, with the 60,000, because there was piping underneath there that we would go mark the tanks, and then they would try to figure out where the pipes ran underneath there, because he didn't want them to be running underneath the tank. So we bid out both tanks.
And both options, both
And both options being a steel ring with gravel inside, or a concrete ring with gravel inside,
So we
for
have
both tanks.
four alternatives for the tanks and two alternatives for the foundation on the same project.
Carlos wants to make it real technical. Yeah, to make it simple. Part of the group, and this will get into the San Felipe, into the Escondido states. Part of the group, the first group that we met with on Escondido, there was a lot of questions back and forth, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Escondido pump station. We're still working on the Escondido pump station. We bid it out twice, but actually have 3 different prices with 3 different companies. They don't work. So the group that we met with on the pump station for San Felipe Pastures, after visiting with Carlos, we're going to try to put that group of bidders together, because they actually gave us a lot of information as we were talking about San Felipe that would be helpful with Escondido. I was impressed. It was the amount of knowledge between all the bidders that were in the room were unreal. And they gave us, like I say, we sort of tweaked the San Felipe project because we had everybody in the room type deal. So we're going to try to get those same individuals back in the room again for Escondido, because we've tried to bid it out 3 different times or twice. And then we thought we had the bidder the first time at 500 and something. He went to 800 and something. And then we went out the second time. We had a bidder at 2 something, went to 3 something. When we got done, we were at 500 and something. But it wasn't exactly what we needed, and they were more talking about a sprinkler system, not pressure pumps for the fire hydrants. So we went back and visited with the city there at the site. They said they would give us recommendations as to what they wanted, but I think with the group that we visited with out of the San Felipe Pastures, that's the group that we need to go with. And they can sort of help us put the specs together in order to present it to TCEQ. So we're going to try to get that group together as soon as we have the meeting in December 2nd. Okay. And that is on the Escondido pump station. The fire station, hopefully next week, we already have a survey, everything on the, where's she at? Where's she at? Ms. Reyes. Hopefully we have, everything already in. We were doing a survey on it, on the land, for the fire station. And, what I was told Monday was that hopefully we'll be able to close, might do it this week, but I don't see it happening. Next week we'll be able to close on the fire station. And since and there was another lady up here that spoke, on the need for for the fire station, which we were gonna build it, but y'all sort of pushed us over the edge a little bit, in a good way. When we decide to have that groundbreaking or whatever, I've got your email, and if you don't mind, I'll make sure that it's put out, and we'd appreciate it if you join. And I'm gonna go back through the citizens' comments and try to find that other lady also that got up and spoke about the fire station. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to go back, but again, I think it's important, y'all are most of the time here for the one thing or another. We do listen, and, the previous court and this court. So we'd greatly appreciate it if you'd show up, but we'll give you a heads up. All right? We should close next week. Building's already sitting at precinct 3 yard in the way. But hopefully we'll close next week and then try to set a date. I did reach out to Mayor Arriola and to see when he could show up, because they're making very little off the deal. I think it's just what they spent in interest or whatever, when we got over what they paid for it years ago. So, he had put out December, he said Tuesdays he's off. So probably December 9th or the 16th to have it. If y'all will send me something back on y'all's calendars, check y'all's calendars, and send it to me, and then we'll try to put something together, either the 9th or the 16th, with both of those fall on a Tuesday. All right. And we'll need to also coordinate, Charita Park. I think we have a meeting tomorrow, a Zoom meeting.
I think it's actually going to be, Judge, at the,
Okay. Well, I saw Zoom. You got it? Did you get it?
I got it too.
Okay.
it's on Zoom?
I'll double check.
Well, look at it. I mean, if we need, I'd rather have it in person, but it says
It's in
something
person,
about.
Judge,
Okay.
2 o'clock tomorrow, yeah.
But on that one too, once we have that meeting, if you will coordinate to see about doing a groundbreaking on that one also. This is on the Chavita Park, Bob Chavita Park. The environmental's been done on that one. So we're good to go. We want to have a groundbreaking, and they're talking about the parking lot also, trying to get it done. And meeting tomorrow is about the parking lot and try to come up with a date for a groundbreaking. So.
That's a green light.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're good. So far, so good. Target Range, we did have a groundbreaking on it. Appreciated the city and court for attending. They've already started going. Do you have something on that?
Yes, sir, I have a video to present a couple of images.
You can't turn him loose with his drone because he was all excited. So yes, go ahead and show it.
So right now they're working on the subgrade pad for the building and for the parking.
So it's a video, right?
It's a video, I have a ton of images.
It's amazing what $20,000 drone will do.
It was 6,000.
Oh yeah, 6,000, and we had to order a printer and order everything else. Yeah.
Wow, that is so nice.
He's not flying it. He actually puts a program in it, right?
No, that one I was.
Oh, did you? Okay. So if you get dizzy, it's his fault.
It is so clear.
It's like the History Channel or one of those
No,
programs.
he was all excited. He said, "Can I show it?" Yes, you can show it.
It's moving along,
Mm-hmm. Huh?
moving along.
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we won't be that fast with the fire, with the fire station.
For that program on Sundays, Aerial America.
Wow.
Thank you, Carlos.
You're welcome.
Senegas Road project. We were waiting on, I think the easements have already been worked out with the city. Maybe?
Yeah, they have.
Okay. So if we can get copies of that so we can write that stuff in for an easement that we can go out for bid on Senegas Road. We did, apply for, when we started, thank you, when we started, with the sidewalk project on Senegas Road, we were in the $900,000 range, and then, after more calculations and the state asking us to, I guess to make sure that in case for inflation by the time you built it, and then the state needed some funds, 200 and some odd thousand for oversight, and then our engineering, 200 and some odd thousand. We got an award of, $2,294,000. Out of that, $2,294,000, $1,745,000 is for construction. The rest of it is for, either oversight of the project, engineering, and other related ancillary costs.
Driveways, stuff like that.
But, there is approximately 11,000 linear feet of sidewalk. That will be 4 inches thick. And then we're gonna have to do something different on the driveways as we get out there. Right? It will not be 4 inches thick. But there was a grant awarded to Valverde County for 2.2 million. I said 2.3 because you're 6,000 from being by being 2.3 million, which was pretty impressive, really unbelievable. So as soon as we get the paperwork on the easement, that way we can get it moving forward, bring it to the court for approval, and then we can go out for bid on that one. We will need to visit with the owners of the property behind Gustavo Flores' property, because there's an easement that's going through there. That easement's probably gonna have to be redrawn because the pipe, because of the easement was gonna be 75 foot, now it's 15 foot for the county. There will be an extra cost. I think the email was that there was gonna be an extra cost for redesigning because the easement was smaller now. So the engineers or whatever were gonna redesign it, and there would be an extra cost for that, but also they're gonna have to design something further down, because of the drainage. Everything right now, the drainage on Gustavo Flores' property is underground. Then when it gets to the property owner in the back, it will be a ditch. It'll be above ground, or you'll be able to see the water running.
Open channel.
Open channel, there you go, thank you. What else you got?
On that one, Judge, going back to the Cienegas, we have a line item for construction oversight on their firms, and I was asking if we can just get money from there for the redesign on the deal.
Okay, say it again.
So we have a little, budget line item for construction oversight. They're not asking for any more money right now. They're just asking if we can take money from that oversight and then put it on.
But you're saying they're not asking for more money right now, they're asking us to move the money in order to come back and ask us for more money.
I mean, probably what happened on Frontera Road, like, we took all the decisions, engineering decisions, so we saved a lot of money there, so we can do something similar on Cienegas. That way we don't reach out to them a lot of times.
Do we know how much money we're talking about?
Yeah, so like, close to $90,000 that we can.
Move over.
They're just asking for 30
So they are asking for money
to move.
in order for us to pay them later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are asking to move 30,000 over in order to get paid that money later on for the design. Okay, so they are asking for money, yes. Out of the 90,000 that's there that's not been used.
Yeah.
Okay. This line item, that talks about Cienegas Road. Do we have the authority to move that? This one's pretty broad. Discussion and possible action on Cienegas Road project.
I believe so, Judge.
Okay. So what you would be asking for right now is to move 30,000 out of a $90,000 line item. The $90,000 was left over out of this project for the design. To move 30,000 out of that over in order to be able to pay for the redesign of the drainage canal in that 15-foot easement versus a 75-foot easement.
Correct.
Is that correct?
I want to make a correction on that, Judge. It's not a 15-foot easement, it's a 14-foot easement to the county and line to the city.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's on paper.
Okay. So it's 14
It's
versus
14,
15.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so again, the money is for a redesign from a 75-foot easement to a 14-foot easement to realign the underground pipes, right? Okay. If we don't do it, then the money's there. It's not costing us any more money. It's money the county had already set aside anyway, right?
Correct.
I'll make a motion to approve to move over $30,000 out of the $90,000 that was set aside to begin with, that is not being used, in order to pay for the realignment of the canal.
Correct.
I'll make that motion. Do I have a second? Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 4-0, 1 abstention.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion on projects? Are we good? Okay. Here we go. Discussion and possible action on a proposed Second International Bridge. I put a paper in front of y'all's view. This one is really, what action we're going to take, I have no idea. I will tell you that a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, we were going to put it out for a vote and not put it out for a vote. This year, with the new court that's here today, it was decided to put it out for a vote in the November election, hopefully to get a clear understanding of what the citizens want. And yeah, people voted. I will tell you that looking at this for a bridge and for North, we have 17 voting precincts. I will tell you that precinct 10, 11, 13, 20, 21, 22, 40, and 41 voted for a bridge and voted for a bridge north. Okay? And then from there it just gets confusing. Precincts 24, 30, and 33 voted for a bridge, but voted for a bridge south. And then against everything, no bridge, no nothing. Precincts 12, 23, and 42 voted against everything. 12 precincts 12, 23, and 42. And then precinct 31 voted for a bridge, and against, both sites. Precincts 32 and 33, voted, precincts 32 and 33 voted, against the bridge unless it was south. They voted against the bridge, but if you're gonna build it south. Okay? So, at this point, the recommendation, I think, and we'll give every commissioner an opportunity to speak, I think we need to let it play out and figure out which way they're running. I will say that I still stand by my comments this year that, the applying for a bridge, it's necessary. To go through that process is necessary. But I don't think the city is capable of managing, and I'm going to get people calling on this, but it is what it is. I don't think the city is capable of managing, whether it be a $160 million project or a $260 million project, by what keeps coming up in the news and by the actions that they have taken. I do believe, though, that we need to figure out and let this process play out a little bit longer. But I don't believe that they're capable of managing a project of this magnitude when they can't even do water rates. That's my comment. Commissioner Wardlaw, we'll just go down the line, see if anybody has comments. Commissioner Wardlaw?
My precinct came out pretty clean on it. They weren't skewed numbers. They voted for the bridge, and they voted for it to be in the north. And I wanted a very big turnout, so I actually walked the proposition election. I didn't get the whole precinct. I didn't work as hard as if I was running for re-election, but I walked 1,000 ballots to 1,000 houses. And precinct 1 is usually placing 3rd or 4th place in voter turnout. Precinct 3 always comes out the highest. And then it's usually precinct 4 and 2 and 1 are at the bottom. But this time precinct 1 came out 2nd place in turnout. And so I was happy to get an accurate reading. That was my whole point. I didn't want to be sitting here talking about this bridge with a low voter turnout from precinct 1. So I made sure to do something about it. So I know that my precinct came out and it's very accurate. And they want a bridge in the north. They want the bridge and they want it in the north. And I told all the other commissioners, I said, no hard feelings about any of this, because I know Commissioner Garcia ran on this. And I said, what comes out, comes out. That's how it is. As long as each one of us just represents our constituents, we're doing the right thing. And as you can tell, I feel strongly about it because they feel strongly about it. We all do. But the judge is correct about whether we need it and if it can be handled by our community. And I'm referring to the city. Thank you.
Commissioner Vasquez, Precinct 2, do you have any comments, sir?
My only comment, Judge, is my stance hasn't changed, and I'm talking to my constituents. Mine is always stuck with, bridge on the south side. Plain and simple.
Okay. Well, Commissioner Garcia, on this
Well-
hot seat again.
Yeah, like Commissioner Wardlaw said, I ran opposing this bridge in the north, and I'm still, in that position. Precinct 3 voted against it, and mostly against it in both sides, north or south. It's not like they don't want it in their backyard, they're gonna stick it in yours. They just think it's a bad idea. So, the reason we did this was to bind the county as to what our position would be in the future. So, we have no on north, we have no on south. So how do we proceed? Do we support a bridge? And if so, where? And then you go to the default position of north, no. South, no. And then you can say, oh, well, this one lost by a slimmer margin. Let's stick it there. Well, there's not degrees of no. You have yes and you have no. This isn't more no than that one. They're both no. So by this vote, the county is bound to not support a bridge in either direction. So that is going to be my position from now until we have another vote. And I don't see the city progressing on this. They've pretty much been sitting on it the last couple months. I honestly don't think we need to do anything until they act, until they've actually got a route decided and they're ready to file for a presidential permit. I think we just need to keep our powder dry.
That's a good one. Commissioner Precinct 4.
Judge, it's very simple. We have to respect the will of the people. They have voted in favor of a second bridge, and I favor that decision 100%. I'm all for economic growth. If we don't approve this and we don't move forward in a positive direction, if we don't work together as a team, because we live in the same county, same city, we're never going to build anything. You got to balance the scale. You don't want it in your backyard, put it in my backyard. But it's not going to work that way. It's where it's going to benefit the community, and it's going to be the best route in and out. Simple as that.
Okay. Again, I still believe that until, and I'm going to agree a little bit with all of y'all, but at the end of the day, the action that we would be taking today, I think no action would be y'all are going to be upset, but I think no action today would probably be the best way to go until the city figures out which way they're going to go. There's been no action on their part at all. They've been trying to deal with their budget and their issues, and I think we need to let them deal with that. And then when they come back up and this discussion comes back up, then we'll have to have that discussion here at the court. And if y'all are okay with that, I don't need a motion for that. We'll just let it stay, or I can entertain a motion from any of y'all. We can get a second, we take a vote.
I'd like to make a comment. It sounds to me that we're not willing to respect the will of the people. They have voted. It was an election. It was open to everybody. There's no way in hell we can void this election. You got to move forward with it. Period.
Judge, again, real quick, I made my comments, and it's real simple. If somebody wants to make a motion, we get a motion, we get a second, we take a vote. Or we get a motion, yes, sir.
Data is essential. If we can if we could encourage the city, maybe they're going to have an election coming up in a few months. And if they want to do the same thing we did, do it. And then you compare the data. And you have our county numbers and city numbers from their election. And if they match, there you have it. And it doesn't cost more to add an item into their election on their officials, electing their mayors and city council and all that. And it would be, could we make a motion to send a letter to the city to and ask them to try to collect data like we did?
Y'all can make a motion, like I said. You can make a motion. If you get a second, then we'll take a vote. If you don't get a second, then you don't take a vote.
Were you going to say, Commissioner?
I was just going to say that I don't think we need to act. We're going to react to what? We have to let the city act before then we can say we agree or we disagree. There's nothing to do right now.
And again, just because we could beat this horse and keep beating on it, it's real simple. If somebody has an idea, or leave it alone, make a motion, we get a second. If we don't, then we're just gonna leave this alone. So I will entertain a motion, or we're gonna, for something, or we're gonna leave it alone. I'll entertain a motion from any one of the commissioners now.
Judge, may I just make a comment about what it would cost the city to add that to their election? There is a programming charge that they would have to pay to add something different to there.
I stand corrected.
I will make a motion, Judge, to bring this item back at our next meeting. That way, maybe we can make contact with the city or, see what comes up.
Is that a motion to table?
Well,
To bring it back then?
table, bring it back. I think we need to give everybody a fair opportunity to tackle this, to a certain point.
I have a motion for me to bring this, to table it and then bring it back at the next commissioner's court. Do I have a second? Motion fails. Anybody else? Where'd he go?
He's getting coffee.
He's getting coffee. Are you okay? Being alone?
I'll say, come, bring it back.
Okay. So I've got a second. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. I have your Commissioner Wardlaw. Is a second. And again, you really don't need this because either one of y'all can always put it on the agenda and we put it on anyway. If y'all do this, y'all gonna be tying your hands. If y'all want, y'all can put it on. You're gonna take a vote for something that's might fail. But y'all can always put it on your list, on your name, under your name, and it just comes back.
You want to take it off? No, I'll undo my motion, yeah.
Are y'all okay with that?
It's okay.
Thank y'all. And if y'all want it, if y'all will just put it, when we go to do our agenda items, put it under your name, then we can talk about it under your name. That work?
Okay.
Are we good? And again, there's no, in my opinion, there's no clear answer, especially with the votes. I mean, it's just scary. He said a little while ago, the data, I've looked at it, you try to go back and forth. I agree with, and I'll quit right now. I agree with, a little bit with everybody, but no is no, yes is yes. Is it close? Are you throwing hand grenades? It don't work like that. Okay, so I think we just need to see how it's gonna play out. No action needed on item 13. Item 12, discussion possible action on resolution to apply for program year 2026 Colonia Fund Construction Program to Texas Department of Agriculture. Pre-application deadline is January 8, 2026. We are in the process right now of working on a grant. So there's been concerns that this grant is open. Are we going to apply for it? We can do a resolution that we're going to apply for it. We will not get our automatic points, which are high, and we will not receive those because we already have a grant in place that we're working through and have already been awarded to us, and we're working towards that, which are the 3 grants. 1 grant, 3 projects. But it does not keep us from applying for it if the court wants to do a resolution that we're going to apply for it. The worst thing they can tell us is no. All right? So when this was brought up, we looked at it. I wasn't going to put it on the agenda because the chances of us getting it are slim. Not to none, but slim, because we have a project. But it's up to the court. I put it on this meeting. Don't really need a decision today, other than that we're going to do a resolution to vote, to say that we're going to do a resolution and then bring all those projects back next commissioner's court in order to figure out which one we're going to do. Are you okay with that, Carl? Of course, please make sure that I'm in line or not in line.
So, good morning. Just to clarify, the court does not have to prioritize any project at this time. The court does not have to prioritize any project between today and January the 8th, okay? This is just a pre-application. In a pre-application, you're not identifying any precinct, you're not identifying any beneficiaries, you're not identifying any project. You just, in the pre-app, you will demonstrate that you have basic infrastructure needs in the colonias in Val Verde County. the resolution is a requirement to submit the pre-application. The state agency will score that. As the judge mentioned, Val Verde County will not receive those 50 points automatically because they currently have an award that they are implementing currently with Comstock, Vega Verde, and San Felipe Pastures. So when you drive up to the gate and we turn in Val Verde County's pre-app, you're going to start 50 points less than those counties who have not received an award in the last 2 years. Okay? This platform is going to go on for 2 more years, for year 2026 and year 2027. After that, the state agency is coming out with a new platform, new criteria, new requirements. Okay? So it doesn't cost anything to apply, but you will not receive those 50 points, but at the same time, we don't know what everybody else is doing.
This is not a block grant, is it? It's not related to a block grant?
Yes.
It is a block grant.
It's a community development block grant, but it's a Columbia
one that-
Construction Fund.
If
Yeah.
the city applies 1 year, then we apply, or?
No, this is different. This is
It's
only
different,
for
yeah.
Colonias. Yeah, it's a separate
Okay.
separate pot of money, the same funds that are funding the Vega Verde Road Extension Project,
Okay.
and the San Felipe Booster Station, and the Comstock Water Center. Okay?
All right,
Very good,
sir.
very good.
Anybody in favor of the resolution? I mean, it's a start, like Carl explained. We're not gonna get the first set of points going into it, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna get it.
I make a motion, we apply.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, do the resolution. Second, Commissioner Flores. Commissioner Garcia, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
All right. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 13, discussion possible action on letters of support for United Medical Center to receive federal funds. Within the letter of support, basically, we're saying that they are needed within our community, and that helps them.
Motion approved.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 14, discussion possible action to authorize Val Verde County Court at Law to receive state grant monies relating to Val Verde County Court at Law Adult Drug Treatment Specialty Court, previously DWI Specialty Court.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I will second that.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. I was fixing to ask, do you want to say something, but you're already up there.
So I just wanted to take this opportunity to, first of all, to thank the Commissioners Court, County Judge, and specifically each commissioner for the opportunity to allow me to apply for these grants. And I know that I haven't been back here consistently like I should, to bring you up to date every 3 or 4 months, how the courts are doing, special courts, but I'm going to be intentional this year. I'm going to bring you specific data, figures, results, and from the specialty courts for the juvenile and the adult drug treatment court. The only difference this year is that the DUI court is now operating under the adult drug treatment court. What that allows me to do is to expand to bring people into the program, participants that are high risk, high need for use of drugs, whether it's alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamines, which we have now here in Del Rio, fentanyl. And in addition thereto, it considers mental disorders and co-occurring disorders. And it includes helping veterans with PTSD and things like that. So we do have veterans in the program, we do help them. The only other difference is that my participants now includes juveniles. Sadly, I can tell you that the youngest individual that I have had in my court with juveniles with fentanyl and meth is 13-year-old. The youngest I've had female with drugs, cocaine, has been significant, 13-year-old female, 12-year-old female, I'm sorry. The biggest issue that I have with the juveniles is I have parents that are not being parents. And in order to help the juveniles, I need the assistance of parents. 60 to 70% of the parents that I have with juveniles in my specialty court or in the court system come from broken homes or single-family homes. And I just want to thank the Commissioners Court for the opportunity again. Now I'm asking you to allow me to receive those funds, and I work closely with Mr. Esser, his office, Debbie, his wife. I always tell Matt, if there's anything that you need from me, I'm willing to help you. If there's any issue or anything, bring it to my attention. I work closely with both Mr. Martinez on the misdemeanors, and I work closely with Suzanne West, the DA's office. And so, having said that, I will be back here in a couple months with a PowerPoint and let you know how this is working and how it's saving you some monies from the jail facility instead of having these people sit in jail. Okay, I'll bring that to you. I'll bring the figures to you, a few comparisons, and I'll work with you on figures on the juveniles. So I'd like to, if you would mind, please stand. So, of course, I have Israel Prieto. He's my program director for both the specialty courts. And then I also have Maria Cardenas. She was one of my interns from Sal Ross. She's now going to be my case manager for the juvenile court, and that's a line item in there that the grant has approved totally. And then I have Alejandro de Leon. He'll be my intern right now. Mr. De Leon is here through the end of the year. Hopefully he'll be longer. He's going to take the LSAT to go to law school in January. But he's related to Bobby Barrera, I believe. And so those are the people that I have on my staff right now. And I just wanted to let you know that this is the first time I ever do this for you. Again, thank you for your confidence. Thank you for your trust. And I will honorably
Judge, real quick,
carry that
are
trust.
they part also of the juvenile? The drug team, specialty court?
No, so the case manager, Maria Cardenas, she's going to be on my juvenile case manager. Her fees and her fringe benefits will be carried totally 100% by the grant. And then I have Mr. De Leon is going to be my my intern. He'll be working with both courts.
With both courts?
Yes, sir, because I need help. And of course, Israel is going to be doing.
Well, let's do this. We've gotten real good at pictures. So I don't mind coming up and getting a picture. If nothing else, we have both. That's how come I'm bringing it up. Let's take a vote real quick. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Y'all come out and let's get a picture. Dave, you're going to be part of it.
Judge, do you take a vote on the second one as well?
We can.
Adult and juvenile.
We can. Motion approved. Motion, Commissioner Flores, second.
Second,
Commissioner
Judge.
Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Thank you.
You want to come on out? You got real good. You're almost like the city.
We're worse.
We're worse.
Yeah. Not quite like that.
Candy camera.
Hi.
There we go.
Closer.
Closer. Now get closer.
I'm trying to know now I wore black. The next time, throw me out.
Switch.
Switch, you get closer.
Perfect, right there. One more. Perfect, thank you.
Crowd is thinning out.
All right. Item 16, discussion possible action to approve.
Motion to approve.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 17, discussion possible action related to Commissioners Court assignments regarding county office space management and Valverde County Fairgrounds. Commissioner Vasquez.
Yes, sir, Judge, I had put that item on the agenda just so we could visit, since we've got two new commissioners, fairly new, well, not fairly new, going on to a year. And just wanted to visit, regarding the office space and the Valverde County Fairgrounds.
Any specific route you wanted to take?
Yeah, Judge, Fairgrounds, didn't really, I put Fairgrounds on there so we could take just a look at it. But office space, I believe right now, Commissioner, Flores is in charge of all the
It's not office space, it's, county buildings.
county buildings, okay.
Yeah,
And
county
we
buildings.
have, we have county buildings in each of our precincts. That we are each in charge of those areas is what I was looking at. And I've just been thinking about it since I saw the agenda. At the fairgrounds, for example, I have office space there. I have a building there. And if I'm going to be in charge of the fairgrounds, I want to be in charge of that building and that office space. And I know that each one of us is in that exact same position.
So the problem is that the fairgrounds is in precinct 3. So if precinct 3 is going to be if I'm going to be in charge of the buildings in precinct 3, that's going to create a conflict. So, I mean, are you talking about each commissioner would be in charge of their own buildings, or would we have one commissioner in charge of all the county buildings?
The item on the agenda was basically related, the buildings inside the fairgrounds would stay within the fairgrounds administration, which would be Commissioner Wardlaw.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, and I was just referring to other office space as far as other buildings. And of course, the judge would definitely, of course, still be in charge of all, every building here in the court itself.
The fairgrounds is an iffy thing, but Commissioner Wardlaw has taken that part over, because before that it was precinct 1, building maintenance and stuff like that. Building maintenance was given to Commissioner Martin Wardlaw, 2018, December 2018. So I'd rather not touch the fairgrounds or do anything with that. I do believe that we all need to respect our boundaries, and our lines. You have the community center.
In Comstock.
In Comstock, and that needs to be yours. The community center needs to be, in precinct 4 needs to be Commissioner Flores. What you've done in precinct 2 at Tony Foss needs to be yours. And there's, the warehouse and the buildings, anything in precinct 1 needs to belong to precinct 1. But I think those boundaries need to be respected. I don't know what else, Commissioner. I do know that, and we were just corrected, it's, all county buildings were put under Commissioner Flores, probably 2012, 2013. If y'all want to change that, but I think that fairgrounds need to remain where they're at.
And I agree, Judge, and I should have been more clear on that. Yeah, it has nothing to do with other commissioners being in charge of, for example, community center. I know that's Commissioner Flores.
Again, if y'all want to change any other buildings, then change the other buildings. But we need to respect each other's precincts, and I would also hope that we respect the fairgrounds, because the fairgrounds has been given to a commissioner that is not, that facility is not within his precinct, but the court has voted on that. So it makes sense.
So when you say that precinct 4 commissioner was in charge of county buildings, what authority did that grant him?
That was anybody wanting to do upgrades to a facility. We had formed a committee, and I was gonna bring that to the attention of the court. The committee back then, the members are no longer here. So we might wanna revisit that. Now, it has nothing to do that I'm gonna call the shots of anybody's building. If it's within your precinct or outside the precinct, It's just, if somebody wants to make this building, this office space here, courthouse, whatever you wanna call it, bigger, they gotta come to me with an email or bring that to the attention of the committee, which normally has never been done. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it's just been a title there. But if one of y'all wants to take over that, I mean, I don't have a problem.
Let's do this.
I don't have a problem.
In order to undo that, we'd have to rescind the previous court order.
Correct.
Right, so,
Well, first we need to find out who wants it, or if somebody wants it, or.
Unless, what you had suggested, Judge, I think every member of the court has already kind of mentioned this, is everybody kind of, maybe with the exception of the fairgrounds, because with the fairgrounds, it's going to stay with Commissioner Wardlaw, because it was assigned to that precinct. But everybody else is in charge of their space, of building space within their precinct. And basically the same things that would have happened with Commissioner Flores would happen if, for example, the CAD building, if there needs to be some renovation, I don't know, what, is that precinct 1 or 2?
Precinct 1.
Precinct 1, then they would have to go through two.
Yeah.
Through Commissioner
Vasquez.
It's in one.
It's in.
And I say everything except the courthouse square, and probably, I would assume across the street, would stay with the judge. And perhaps that should be the motion. If there's a rescission of the prior order, maybe a motion of that type is kind of fair with what everybody has already said or stated.
So the gun range and the fire station, when complete, are gonna be in my authority, since they're in precinct 3.
Right.
That's right.
Now, we're gonna diffuse the authority. I mean, when we had one commissioner in charge, it kind of made things nice and central and easy to deal with. Do we really want to diffuse?
I'm just making a
Yeah.
comment. If everybody's basically said, hey, if this is in my area, I should be in charge, well, then that's the type of motion that should be made.
Let's do this.
If
Why don't we?
it's centralize it with one, and maybe the consensus is give it all to the judge.
What do you want to do, Judge?
Why don't y'all give it some thought, and I'll put the item back on the agenda?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll second that.
Okay. You have a motion to table?
Motion to
Second.
table, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, to table, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. And what I'll do is, I'll send y'all the buildings that are there before the meeting, that way y'all can figure out what we're doing, all right? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Item 18, discussion possible action now to allow Catholic Church to conduct food distribution at the community center.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Do I have a second? No second. Motion fails. Item 19, discussion possible action to approve draw request number 14 under Colonial Self-Help Contract Number CSH 22-0201 and authorize county judge and county auditor to sign a form, whatever. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second? Do I have a second? Need a second?
Which
Motion fails. And number 19?
Number 19? Oh, I'll second.
Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor?
Some of the motions you actually don't.
What?
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, we've done. Item 21, we've done. Item 22, discussion possible action to authorize the county judge to sign the
Motion to
federal.
approve, Judge.
Second. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 23, discussion possible action to authorize. We'll need to have a conversation on this. Authorize $20,082.75 from available appropriations for a repair of a digger truck. The court had approved the purchase of a digger truck of $38,000. When it was picked up, it was not tested. So by the time we tested it or went to work on it, whatever, it did not work. So we worked on it here a couple of days. They told us what was to check different things. So I went out and checked the electrical, checked the wiring, checked hydraulics, checked valves. Then they sent somebody else because I told them everything that you've asked me to check. That's not the problem. So for the $20,082.75, they're going to replace the hydraulic motor and the hydraulic gear that actually turns the auger. Okay. in looking at that, the auger motor, not the hydraulic, to fix, if something went wrong, we had an estimate anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 per month. That was just the hydraulic motor, not the hydraulic pump. Okay. This one here with the 20,000 includes the hydraulic motor, the hydraulic pump, the labor to bring it, install it, and test it. So it's either spend this and move forward with this, or a new truck like this one would be somewhere in the $280,000. So.
Yes, sir, and that's why we got a truck for $38,000. It's all in the pricing.
Who picked it up, Judge?
Employees, workers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Available appropriations, what that means is we'd hit contingency to get this truck working so we can go drill pole across the street, the poles out at precinct 1, 15 holes out at the soccer fields. And within this thing is just a bigger truck. It's got the boom that'll go up 46 feet or something. And that was one of the main things behind this is once we dig the holes, we've been trying to set poles with.
I'll make a motion, Judge, to approve item number 23 and take it out of contingency.
Thank you. Second. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. On that one, the question was asked by my auditor, yesterday, do we really need this truck? Well, the holes that will get dug out at the soccer fields, just the holes at the soccer fields were over $20,000, just to give you an idea, just at the soccer fields. That's not including everything else. So.
It'll do what, Judge?
The holes out at the soccer fields for the light poles.
So it'll pay itself.
It will. It will. Okay. Item 24, discussion possible action to send the USDA pinch contract. Motion to approve, Judge.
Second, Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, discussion possible action to ratify an agreement with iPro Americas, Inc., signed by the county judge to allow IT director to demo security cameras equipment for 1 year. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second. Who seconded?
Second.
Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discussion possible action for approval to declare the following.
To approve. Second,
Judge.
A motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action to allow the use of courthouse yard. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second. Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 28, discussion possible action.
Motion to approve, Judge, item number 28.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second. Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 29.
motion is presented.
Second, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0.
Sad to see Mr. Cash go.
Item 30, approving monthly reports from elected officials.
There are none on the list.
Okay. Item 31, approving bills for payment.
There's those.
There are those, yes, a bunch of them. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. I'd asked on this one, before I take a vote, I asked to see in last fiscal year, 2024, and 2025, just to get an idea of how many, what y'all approve and what the court approves all the time, POs that we approved. 4,444 POs is what Melissa sent. So whatever, 4,400.
I thought she was telling me 14.
No, 14, no, there was 4,444 POs approved with 14 million and change out of those POs that were approved.
Okay, yeah, that's on the POs. As far as in and outs and the money that's been transferred, the money's paid, we were at about 179 million last year.
And that's, I asked them to bring this up because it is impressive what y'all do, what you and Melissa and y'all's departments go through. And it's even more impressive how much money we reinvest back into the community, with grants. Our taxes, 19 million, general fund, another 800,000 in road and bridge, and then another 2 million in change, almost 3 million in interest and sinking. That's what we collect in taxes. So when he gave out that big number of 100 and some odd million of what we spend, a lot of that, not the majority of it, is taxes. It is grants.
Right, and that includes transfers too, but there is, that does take something.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 32, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report.
Motion to approve.
Second. A motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 33, discussion possible action on following certification of revenue. Any?
Well, what we had, those sidewalks, those were at 2.294. You guys are aware that the budget is not presented yet in there. In the adult grant that you guys just approved here is about roughly 171,000, and the juvenile grant came in at 199,000. Now, we will get those budgets to you that have been approved by the granting agency, and those will be in your next course, so you'll be able to see those
So
budgets.
no action right now?
Yeah, no action.
Okay. Item 34, discussion possible action on the following budget adjustments.
And we only had the 23 out of contingency.
The 23 or the 20?
I wrote down number 23.
Item 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when you said 23, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah, item 23.
Okay. You need action on that one, or with the action you took?
The action we took is, will work.
All right, no action needed. Item 35, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.072, attorney-client privilege. B 551.071.1.a, contemplated litigation. C 551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property and possible action in open session thereafter. D 551.073, regarding the negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property and possible action in open session thereafter. E 551.076, regarding security device security audits and our security personnel. Y'all will give us room, take a little break, and then we'll come back in for executive session. All right. Commissioners Court, come back in session. It is 11:24. Talked a lot in executive session. No action was taken. No items were tabled that we need to come back to right now. Item 36, Commissioners' comments.
Yes, sir, Judge, I'd like to invite the, people, we have a big loteria tomorrow at the county, Tony Paz County Annex, 315 Eastern Point. It's gonna be tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., Judge. Just wanna invite the people out there. And then I wanna wish everybody, all the constituents, everybody in Bolivar County, a very happy, safe Thanksgiving.
Okay. Any other commissioners? Commissioner Wardlaw?
Yes, sir, Judge. I need to bring this up. We have an EHV outbreak in Texas. It's an equine, it's a horse disease, sickness. The fastest way it's spreading is people moving horses around. So barrel races, ropings, all sorts of events have been shut down statewide. There's not any government official action that I know of yet, but here in Valverde County, I'm not going to be receiving any new horses into Valverde County Fairgrounds, and no horses can leave. Of course, you can take your horse off of the fairgrounds, but it can't come back. That's the only way to stop this from spreading, is to stop moving horses. And this has been proven. They say that the only time it's moved is when people are still continuing to move their horses around. It's spreading that way. So here we are going to stop moving horses. The only way I can, and my only control over it is no horses in or out of the fairgrounds. If you take them out, they can't come back. And that's all I have to say. I really hope we can get this thing stopped. Thanks, Judge.
All right. Any other commissioners' comments? No? Under judges' comments? There are none. Item 38. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez, Wardlaw gave the second. All those in favor? Aye. Those against, motion carries. We are adjourned.